What do you make of your 5-1 start so far, Dan?
Yeah, I think we're right on pace. There's always going to be ebbs and flows to a season. We hit a little rough patch, after we won the opener and got in a dogfight with Tampa. Couldn't quite overcome a couple of errors, one of them being my own, and so we dropped that one, but we learned from it. We got better, and you just take it as it comes, man. And I love where we're at right now, and I love where our team's at.
Your quarterback's on a heater. And I think I might be understating it right now. So what do you see from Jared Goff right now compared to other quarterbacks you've seen on heaters in your career as a player or a coach, Dan?
He's playing at a high level. Look, I was fortunate to be around Drew Brees as a player, but as a coach, for a combination of 6 years. And when you're around that type of player, it's rare. And to see the professionalism, the work that goes into it, the process, the competitiveness, and there's things about golf that remind me of him. And he's got a workman's attitude. He's blue collar in that way. A quiet confidence. He doesn't get frazzled. He's tough. He's seeing it. And because of that, we put a lot on him. Ben Johnson's done a hell of a job. Ben asked a lot of him. And, that Minnesota game now, that the defense does a lot, and they give you a lot of different looks. And if your quarterback can't handle it, you're going to struggle against them. So our guy's playing at a high level. I'm really not surprised, just because I know what he's put into it, and he's an accurate passer, and he's a dude, man. He's one of those guys. So we're fortunate to have him, and sky's the limit for him.
So is his accuracy, is that Brees like to you? What is Brees like to you when you're watching Jared right now?
Yeah, I think it's the accuracy, man. I think it's the ability to process what the defense is doing to you, and in a split second to be able to make an accurate throw, and I think what to be able to I said this the other day, what certain players have in their head and what they've got in their heart is what separates guys in this league. And so there's a lot of players that have ability, but when you start talking about the quarterback position, man, if you don't have it up there and you don't have that drive and that competitiveness and that spirit, man, you'll break. You'll crumble. You can't do it. It's too much pressure. There's too much put on you. And our guy's got that. He's a winner, man. That's the bottom line. Your quarterback, the first description of a good quarterback is a guy who can win. And this guy's a winner. So I'm glad we got him.
Yeah, and when you did get him, this is when you arrived in Detroit too, Dan, in your famous speech that you gave when you first arrived, talking about how this team was going to mirror the city's identity. It's kind of crazy that it's a kid from Northern California, right, who does do exactly that at the most important face-forward position in this town at the quarterback spot. And I'm wondering what you said to him when you first arrived there, and he first arrived there. And a lot of people thought he was just being cast off by the Rams to Detroit, where he would just kind of have a little bit of a way station for you and him.
Well, look, first of all, I know he's a California kid, but you know where he comes from, and his folks, his dad. He comes from blue collar roots now. So it's not like he's, he had a silver spoon in his mouth. So he's had to earn what he's gotten. He's had to work for it. But here's what I said this from day one. I said it when Brad talked about acquiring him. I was all for it, and here's why. Because if you want to know, my first experience with Jared Goff was standing on the opposite sidelines for 3 years in a row and watching one of the top defenses I've ever been a part of as a coach or a player, which is New Orleans Saints, give that guy fits and watch him get hit and get up, make another accurate throw on the money, get hit, get up, make another accurate throw. NFC Championship game at the Superdome, just freaking brings that team back and ends up, defeating us. And I just saw the environment, the type of pressure that he was under, and just thinking, this guy won't break. And I would have swore he would have broke. I'm just like, this guy can't handle this. And I don't know many quarterbacks that could. And it was impressive, man. And that's the type of thing that sticks in your memory. And you don't forget those moments. And you're like, I don't know this guy, but I know enough sitting here watching on the sideline that this guy has found a way to win, and he just won't give up, and he just keeps coming back for more. And there's a quiet competitiveness about him that man, you want that type of guy on your team.
So you're saying if he's a wine drinker, he drinks it straight from the bottle? Is that what you're saying, Coach?
Oh, I'm sure he has at one point in his life.
When did you do that? I heard this whole exchange yesterday.
I'm just throwing stuff out. I mean, it's happened before. I wouldn't say that's something I major in. But
red or white? Was it a red or a white that you drank?
It was red.
Okay.
It was red.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. I approve that message then. I approve it. Dan Campbell here on the Rich Eisen Show. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern for free.